Hey, I'm Catherine Davis. I'm a pediatric speech pathologist, and this is a follow-up video to that motor imitation video. We're going to talk about sound imitation. So like I said with the motor imitation, these skills are foundational before we can really address the verbal or word imitation. And when we do these things, I'm going to model them repetitively, but I'm not necessarily telling the child, your turn, you say this. I'm just modeling it over and over and over. So I'm going to give you some examples of ways that we can provide sound imitation. I've got a few toys here. So if we're doing pretend play, every time the baby lays down in the bed, I'll lay her down in the bed and I go, shh. And I just make those sounds every time. They think it's hilarious every time I do it. And then the baby wake up. And then maybe I'll make the baby cry, wah, wah. And then I'll make her go back to sleep. And I'll do it repetitively. And then every time the kiddo has the doll and puts the doll to sleep, I make the sounds too. As I've done it several times, I may pause for a second to see if the kiddo will put the baby in the bed or on the pillow or whatever, and see if they make this sound. I'll give them a second. They put the baby on, see if they make the sound. If not, then I'll model it again and I'll make that sound. So I can make it there. I got lots of little small toys today. Every time we play with the play food, this is a tiny little hamburger, but I'll go, mmm, and then I'll give it to the baby, mmm, and then I'll give it to the kid, mmm, and I'm making the sounds for them too. Even if they don't take it from my hand and pretend to eat it, I will hold it up to their mouth and make the sound. Maybe not something this small, but anyway, you get the point. Every time I have like something, like a pitcher or a container, I'll pour and I'll go shh, 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 and I make that sound and we'll go and then I'll be really silly and animated about it, making those noises, like I said. And I keep the language very simple. I'm not going, pour the drink in, shh, 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 pour the drink in, then I'm going to take a sip. That's so yummy. I'm just keeping it really simple. I'm just going, yummy. And I might say, your turn, but keep it very simple as far as that language goes. Because I want it to be at a level that is attainable for them. It's something that they can imitate. Especially if they're not saying any words just yet, or if they are, they're saying a few words. I want to make it very simple sounds, things that they can say. And then, of course, I've got my animals. We do animals often. If I can get them out of here. Here's my tiny little puppy. And, of course, use the toys that are the size that's appropriate for your little one. I would not give this to my 10-month-old, of course. Maybe even a 3-year-old, depending on your kiddo. But the puppy goes woof, 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 and then I'll run around. I got a little frog too, and the frog, instead of going ribbit, ribbit, that's a harder sound to make, but every time I'll take the frog and go hop, hop, hop. That's a little bit easier to say than ribbit. So those are some silly sounds I can make. I've got a doctor kit. Let me get my baby doll again. And I'll put the thermometer in the baby's mouth. Put it in, and then I've got that with the thermometer. I've got this little syringe here, like they're getting a shot. I can always tell what the kiddo does with this at home. I use this for my little one to give her medicine in the mouth, but sometimes maybe they recently went to the doctor, so they know it. But anyway, we'll put it in the leg and go, ouch, and jump and make it really exciting. And then I'll do it again. Ouch! And then maybe I'll put it on my leg and go, ouch! And be really dramatic, be really silly about it. So everything that I use makes sounds. Let's see, I got a little bathtub, and we'll turn on the water, go, shh. And then when I wash the baby, I might sing that song like I was singing before, or I might go ch 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 ch, and just make some simple sounds. If your kiddo can already say like shh, or they can make some simple sounds, sometimes I'll just break it down to the sound that I know that they can say, and use that for multiple things. So like I'll use it for washing, ch 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 ch, or I'll use it for shh, telling the baby to be quiet, or I'll use it for pouring, because I know they can make that sound. But anyway, I'm just really repetitive and keeping my language really simple. Again, so it's at a level that they can imitate. And I'm saying it over and over, so they get lots of modeling. And as I've done it over and over, I start to pause, and then when the kiddo is doing it, allowing them an opportunity to make the sound. You can do it, oh, I forgot, of course, with cars. Here's my little van, but it'll go vroom, vroom, or maybe I got two cars and I'll make them crash together and we'll go crash, or they can drive down the track, beep, beep. Lots of sounds that you can make with cars. Or maybe, oh, you know, I just thought of this when we were playing with the play food. They think this is hilarious. Again, maybe something bigger. Oh, you just go, and they think it's so funny when I say it's gross. So anyway, think about all the ways you can make little sounds as you're playing. Keep your language simple. We're just making sounds as we're playing, okay? And I'm not really focusing on telling the kid, hey, you say it, you go shh. I'm just modeling, and then I'm pausing to allow them the opportunity. So say they pick up the little jug and the cup, and then when they start doing it, I just let them, give them a second, let them have the opportunity to produce it. If they don't, then I'll model it again. But anyway, lots of different ways that you can make the sounds. Oh, before I forget, bubbles, of course. And does kind of sound like pop, but also very, very simple to say and produce. So anyway, do you have any other ideas? Put them below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But that's just a little bit on sound imitation. Have fun. Be silly. That makes it more interesting for your kiddo. And let me know if you have any other ideas or questions, like I said, and put them below. And yeah, good luck.